Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action. Portugal have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret?
Getting up there! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Now, can they get him away? And it's Gerrard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left...
Dembele!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Raul. Olise.
It's Raul!
There's very little doubt, Peter, as to where the key supply route in this setup is going to be from.
Got to be the Nielsen, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm very much the quintessential Brazilian winger of vintage mould, I would say, and I'm sure he'll prove very productive.
And he's got so much pace, hasn't he? And all of those tricks.
The fact that he can play on both wings as well is a really important factor.
Kukçu. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy.
Beckham!
Oh, it's hit the post! Corner it is. Roberto Carlos goes short.
And the shot!
And now they can spring out of defence. That pass has been well intercepted. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Mbappe always looking for that half a chance. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Kukçu
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
And it's Beckham. Beckham. And here's Xavi. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Olise. Aimed beyond the defence. He was under real pressure there.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Portugal are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
That's going wide left. Great vision. Now it's Dembele. Looking for options for movement. And it's made its way to him. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Nico Williams. Portugal are looking to go forward now. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Howson. And it's Cáceres. Xavi. Roberto Carlos. To Beckham. Mbappe. To Danielson. Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Roberto Carlos. Bastoni. To Danielson. Beckham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
And it's Kukçu. Oh, well played, well played. And that brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
Barcelona really seemed to lose their way a bit, it has to be said, Peter, having started the game quite strongly. I think the boss is going to have to find a way to reignite the fire now.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Caros espectadores, gostaríamos de desejar os parabéns a todos os sócios e adeptos do clube que festejam hoje o seu aniversário. Parabéns a todos!
Down to business again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Olise picks it up out, takes the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cáceres. Howson. And it's Roberto Carlos. Cáceres. It's Roberto Carlos. Spread to the right. Oh, it's Dembele. Kukçu. Who played through for the wide man. Dembele. Cross flung in towards the middle.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Looking for the run. Pepe calmly anticipates. Raul knocks it into space. It's Rashford! And there's a goal! And the game has liftoff! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Xavi. And they win it back again. It's a pretty loose pass.
Barcelona are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop.
Oh, no, this does not look good. It's a really well-measured ball. Hangs one in. And he's there to clear it. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Goes for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Xavi. And that is a little undercooked. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Olise gets into a good position. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Beckham. Barcelona are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Nico Williams. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Dembele finding himself in space. Nico Williams. And it's Xavi. Not the most accurate pass.
Portugal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Kupchu. Gerrard. And here's Rashford. Raul. And he's there to retrieve it. Gerrard couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Over to the right flank. It's come backwards here.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Tries to play it through. Can he get onto this? And this is Raul. And it's Gerrard. Now can he... Gerrard! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
não joga
Such a
nada.
well-worked finish.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Caros espectadores, vamos anunciar os vencedores da...
Esse gajo é um anormal, mano. É fã do Barcelona mesmo.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. It's Raul! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And he's forced to go back. Gerrard. And Silvestre. Gerrard. Raul. And Gvardiol. Raul. Gerrard. Ball played. Takes a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Kukçu clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Olise! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And it's Kukçu. Gerrard. Barcelona leading here. Roll! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. That is good strength.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Threads one in. Great pressure, plenty of it. Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Gerrard must have made the worst possible choice there.
Goes for a shot! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. So things are underway. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Son Heung-min. Now it's Valverde. Camavinga. Played back towards his own goal.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And here's Kane. And they can counter here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is Olise! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, it's not very often you look at your goalkeeper as a source of inspiration, but I think we can make an exception for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Such an incredible player, one of the safest pair of hands around.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Looking for the run. Pass is just off target.
Rashford clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
First quarter of an hour gone. Now this could be a chance. And he's heaved it away. Gerrard has it out wide and in space. It's roll! Oh, nearly. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's managed to get free. And he's being shifted off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Akanji can clear it away. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. He's got away. Well, that is a good challenge from him. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Kane. Robertson. Oh, this is a very good run. Now it's Kane. Gerrard. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And he can thump it away. Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. He's having a pop! Now, that's another chance! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Son Heung-min, somewhat off target. Gerrard. He's going for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
And that's gone route one. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. Gerrard! Oh, split-second reaction.
Gerrard is offering a wry smile there.
Big chance! And now they can spring out of defence.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And he's running through. It's roll! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Cramped and narrow, that's how it is in the Boca district. These vertical three-tier stands, very much a creation out of necessity, but at the same time they are what make the Bombonera so unique. So things are underway. Neymar gets into a good position. Now this could be a chance. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Olise. Olise going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he was quick to react. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical.
Oh, great leap! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Kukçu. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the...
Oh, he's been caught napping! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a pretty loose pass. Gerrard wins the duel this time. Strong running down that left flank. Chooses to go crossfield. Now he's off and running. And it's Azar. And here's Shevchenko. And he's got... And Shevchenko! It's there! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
It's a searching pass. That is good alertness. Pepe. Raul. Aims beyond the defence. In with the challenge. Rashford showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Gerrard.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And the pass is intercepted. And the counter is on. Azar conjures time and space where few can. Gerrard. Raul. Guardiola. Ball played for Kökçü. Great vision. Kökçü. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No, that was never going to make it. All right, Shevchenko. Not the most accurate pass. Azar. Santa Clara are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
And it's Azar. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. That's a lovely, neat pass. Could move up a gear here. Rashford going forward. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Azar. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Olise. Rashford. He's on it, can he get away? He played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Some good work on the right flank here. João Neves. That's destined for the flank.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's got away. Lovely feet. Hazard. Here's a man in form. Chance here to counter. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So, a big moment. Fantastic save, Ter Stegen. No! And there's the whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Barcelona trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He came in hard, very hard. He's in plenty of space here. Chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Raul. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Great. Olise! Fantastic from Olise! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Gerrard.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And he's managed to get free.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de
Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Throw it. And it's Gerrard. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Gerrard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rashford! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Barcelona have their lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That's good running with the ball. Oh, well measured. Now it's Rashford. Now he's running away. Gerrard. Played out towards the right wing. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gerrard. And this is Shevchenko. He's got plenty of space out wide here. James. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that could well leave a mark. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. And he scores! Back in business! Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
So again, we have parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Yamal. Gerrard. 75 minutes played. Spread out to the left.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He has found a way through, and that is well cleared.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, good-looking ball. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous content. And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Barcelona leading now. Great chance! Oh, crossbar! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Well timed, excellent interception. Olise might just make this. Olise gets flagged offside. Azar. Shevchenko. Well, that is one way to stop him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Saliba, and it's Gerrard. Shevchenko, and it's Azar. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, delightful ball. Alisson claims comfortable. That has been slung wide. Dembele has the space to scheme. That has been cut short. Shevchenko. Pepe trying to keep this in. That's at the end. Barcelona have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Olise taking in the accolade. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. It's Saviola!
Saviola really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Shot, he's having a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Roll gathers from the goal kick. Played into space. Somerslide!
Peter, there's a fantastic little operator out there who's agile, clever and fairly deadly in front of goal. Saviola.
That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. So this the chance to fire his team in front. Oh no, he misses from the spot.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
That's a cute ball. Spread neatly. Silvestre. Space for him to turn and look. Savio. Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Xavi Alonso. Quarter of an hour played. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter.
It's Rashford! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking for the run. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here. Real chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cleared without hesitation. And that was very necessary. Saviola is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Kukçu. He won't be happy with that one. Raul. Nicely weighted ball.
Villarreal really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Mbappe! He's trying to hit the front line here. And it's McAllister. Oh, he's having a go! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. In towards the back stick. Raul. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Szoboszlai. He's shifting through the gear. Great chance! Gerrard. Kukçu. McAllister. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He has found the way through. It's Rashford! Perilously close. Tries to pass it through. Rashford was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's been shifted off it. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. It's a really well-measured ball. Gerrard. Kukçu. Pepe. Silvestre. Dembele. Oh, what has happened here? He's picked his way through. Dembele!
Dembele really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Oh, that's a very decent... Dembele! It's loose now on the... He's having a hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Silvestre is offering a wry smile there.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Defending of the desperate variety. Villarreal are looking to go forward now.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Ball is over the line. It's run loose here. And for the first half, that is that. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think the story of the first half is dominated by the spot kick miss. It should have broken the deadlock, but here we are, and I think there's still plenty to play for.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. So the action resumes. So the first half brought no goals. No way through. Raul. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Very nicely done. It's Raul! They've scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score.
Olise! Fantastic from Olise! A finish right from the top draw. And this is getting better and better. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Ha sido una derrota amarga, pero aprenderemos de ella y seremos más fuertes. Gracias por el apoyo.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions. Mbappe! Good strike, quite an alarm. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Serginho, the ball goes in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Serginho makes the interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Nico Williams. Nico Williams going face-to-face with his great rival.
Nico Williams clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Georgia have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Rashford. He's found a way through. Rashford was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some...
And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Looking for... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Olise. Olise! And that is quite wonderful. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. And they're threatening to fly away here. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Pinches it off him. He's a sharp little ball here. And it is a corner. Georgia have their third corner. Fine stop from the keeper.
Scholes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Georgia get their fourth corner. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Serginho's cross. And a header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They're up to 5 corners now. He's on it. Can he get away? And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. Can he finish? Fantastic from Elise! A finish right from the top draw. They are purring, truly purring. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And now he has 2. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And the shot! It's in! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And this is Ronaldo. There's a look up. He leaps for it. Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Raul. He's picked his way through.
That's good defending, very good defending.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and he plays one through. Pepe gets over and intercepts. And it's Kukçu. Aims beyond the defence. Now this could be a... Goes for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
He's shifting through the gears here. Threads one in. That's destined for the flank. And now the breakaway. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. And here is the first touch of the second half. That's a little off target. Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Georgia have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. The corner count is rising. That's 6. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oh, it's Dembele. Can he get away here? Zola. Now it's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. And this is Zola. Serginho. In towards the back stick. Spread to the right. Scholes. And this is Ronaldo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He has found the way through. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. That's where it came from. Olise. Oh, well played, well played. Zola. Mbappe looking to receive it in space. And this is Scholes. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And they're back on the ball again. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's quick to return it. Mbappe.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? He was too tightly marked when that came his way. Not really much he could do.
Thinks about the shot. Rashford. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. Now it's Olise. He's going to be disappointed with that. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. That is ended up in no man's land. Tries to play it through. Mbappe. And he whips it in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Raul. Now it's Rashford. Can he get it through? Now it's Gerrard. Now it's Rashford. Rashford unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's got plenty of space out wide here. No way through, so... Can he finish? Another one of football's and how moments.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down as opposed to two.
And it's Serginho. Zola gets into a good position, shoots! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, just skips past his man. Stood up well to him there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, what a ball! And the counter is on. And he's picked it up out wide. Zola. Scholes. Serginho. And claimed it back swiftly. Mbappe. Zola!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Dembele proves just a little bit too strong. Rijkaard. Zola. Spread it left. Now, can they get him away? And it's Scholes. The ball has bounced loose now. He's looking wide. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rijkaard. There's the crossfield ball. Mbappe. Now it's Scholes. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Getting up there! Well taken goal. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist? Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And that's it, the pressure finally lifts. Barcelona have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately